right, welcome back to Ben Knows Best. Mikey, a little late in the night. You got the Caps game on right now. Checking on that. We're actually up. Oh my God. It's your phone vibrating from hell. Holy shit. But it's been an interesting week. We have the Olympics to go over. Well, actually, by Olympics, I mean the men's and women's hockey team. We're not going to cover everything. That's a lot.
We're not going to cover the alpine skiing?
How about the guy that broke his legs on the hot pipe skiing? Did you see that?
Did
you miss that one? Okay, that's the only important thing on that part.
We took the gold, though.
True. Caps, and then we're going to talk about some trade rumors, possibly, whatnot. People are already on the move. No one trades on deadline day anymore, but we'll see.
There's always a couple of moves, but everyone's trying to get ahead of the ball now. I don't know why people would wait to the last day.
They used to, though, and I missed that slightly because that whole day at work just would keep me busy of looking through my phone oh shit, this person got traded. This person got traded.
I just never understood it. Some of these deals take a long time to set up, and when you make it so you have to figure it out in 6 hours, you kind of put yourself behind the 8 ball and make it so someone's going to get fucked.
True. But we're going to cover, we'll go with the downer. We'll go with to start with the men's team, which surprisingly actually was more competitive, I think, than a lot of people probably thought.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of high-end skill on that team. And we were probably the shortest team in the Olympics.
Yeah.
I mean, we had people like Chris Bork, Matt Arcobello. I'm just pulling up the roster here, looking at it now.
Yeah.
Kulak. Oh, yeah, Donato wasn't a big guy. I know we had Greenway, though. That was
he's huge. He's big guy.
He added 2 inches to the net height of the team.
Wisniewski is another guy. He's not very big, is he?
No, he's 5'10" for a defenseman.
Yeah.
He was probably the best player on the team.
It's funny because they didn't put him. They only put him out for the power play, really.
That's a shame.
I think he had 1 goal from from Ovi's office.
Well, they didn't play my boy Leggio, and that's why we lost.
Well, I mean, they didn't want him to push over the net, man.
Well, you know what? There will be no breakaways in his house. No odd man rushes. No nothing.
Oh my God, Arcobello's so small. Chad Billings is both 5'8". Chris Bork's 5'8". Brian Gianna's 5'7". He looks so tiny, standing next to opposing D-men.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Little's 5'9". Brian O'Neill's 5'9". Garrett Rowe's 5'8".
This team, the team size was comparable to the women.
Yeah.
And they said the tallest person on the women's team was 5'9".
I will say, though, who surprised me a lot, maybe somebody didn't, I've watched every now and then when the World Championship comes on. I watch all the World Championships, but I don't watch some of those other games, the under 16. I don't always watch. But Ryan Donato, though, I think he led the almost so far. I mean, because we're out now, but he was leading the Olympics, I think, with 5 goals for men's. Yeah.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Did he ever play for an NHL team?
No, he's been drafted by the Bruins.
Oh, so.
But I don't think he's actually played anywhere yet. Well, he's born in 96, so he's quite young, I feel like.
Oh, so he's still, 96 is 5
22.
years younger than, he's 22.
Yeah. But, otherwise, Greenway, I was surprised. I mean, he had 1 goal. I kind of wish he got his 6'6" ass in front of the net more.
Wasn't he a Caps prospect at some point?
I don't think
so. I feel like that name's familiar.
Mm-mm.
And that's
Jordan Greenway?
Yeah, that name's familiar. It might not be, might not have been a Cap, but.
No, I think when he got drafted last year, I thought. No, and he's going to college. Oh my God, dude. I know that thing has a silent mode. But, I don't know. Just look at the goals. We got destroyed by Russia. I was a little worried if we would have got past this game, if we would have gotten past the Czechs, who was waiting.
Well, Russia's by far the most talented team here. I mean, every team hurts by not having their NHLers, but Russia's their big guns are in the KHL, so
they just left most likely the NHL.
Yeah, and they're just what Slava Voinov was about.
I'm not in jail now, so I'll go play in Russia.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got kicked out of the U.S.
Yeah,
when you get like a corporal like charge, there's if you're not going to jail, you're not staying.
Yeah. Also, Greenway was selected by the Minnesota Wild. Yeah,
2015.
Yeah, 2015. Second round. For some reason, I thought it was first round. No, but yeah, and they Kovalchuk, Datsuk, Grigorenko.
I forgot Grigorenko ran back.
Oh yeah, I was looking the other day. A little side note: whatever happened to Sergei Kostitsyn? Did he just like fall out with him and his brother? Him and Andre?
I don't know why they just stopped getting played. I mean, the league was getting faster, and they weren't the fastest people. They were kind of bigger than they were. Well, they weren't too big, but they were like bigger than they were fast. I thought they were still pretty productive when they were like being phased out. So I never really understood why they ran out. But they went back to KHL, and
Yeah, just haven't heard anything left. Haven't heard anything from them or about them in a while. Of course, I don't hear from them. They don't talk to me on the regular.
Oh, well, that's just rude.
Yeah. Okay, but I think the U.S. should have never lost to Slovenia, for one.
No, and that was a sign of things to come.
I mean, you're up 2-0. The game's in hand, and it just wilters away. I mean, they say the worst lead in hockey is a 2-0 lead, but I mean, come on.
It's almost as bad as a 3-goal lead.
And then getting demolished by Russia. And it was funny is then like I expected the game for a while. The game against Slovakia I felt like it was tight. In that second game we played them, and then it was like, nah, it's time to just run up the score.
Yeah. What's I gonna say? I think every team showed like a lot of weakness. Like Sweden losing to Germany and Finland losing to. Don't tell me. Were they the ones that lost to the Russians?
Maybe.
So those two teams I thought were gonna at least contest for a medal just because they play such a team-based system that you can almost get anybody to play. Mm-hmm. So not seeing either of them to make it past the quarterfinals is kind of weird to me. Yeah,
and then even Canada lost like early.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to somebody. Who was it? Slovakia, I think, maybe beat them, or somebody beat them.
Yeah, so I like that the NHLers didn't go personally.
Yeah,
because you saw more names and more competitive games. You're not watching a Canada get 50 shots against Slovenia and like win 9-0.
Well, I was about to say it didn't really help. I was like, imagine if Canada played like Korea.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
that shit's boring to me. I don't want to see that. And I mean, you want to see the best of the best, but everyone knows Canada's the best.
Yeah,
it's their fucking sport. I mean, the U.S. is good, but they've never play a team game, so we're never gonna beat them. Not unless something changes. But it just looks like every time I watch the U.S. play, it just looks it. And the exclusion to this is like the under 18 and the juniors and all them is. They play with no chemistry whatsoever.
But the juniors, I mean, they do.
The juniors play all right.
Yeah.
But
the U.S. is just kind of every man for himself. So
yeah.
I'm just happy to be here. Look at me.
And
did you hear Bobby Ryan trolled U.S.?
Yeah.
Let me know when I'm still a liability, like
defensive liability. I was like, well, you're not even allowed to come this year, so.
Oh, and then Boudreaux was like, "Hey, Ovi, aren't you supposed to be at the Olympics?" It's like, what a dick.
Yeah.
Fat fuck.
Shouldn't you have a cup by now?
Ooh.
Shouldn't you? Ooh.
Salty. But, I mean, let's try to look at a little bit brighter side. We did have one hockey team come home with a gold, or a medal even.
Yeah. And the only medal that counts.
Yeah. And not gonna lie, they broke history. U.S. women's hockey broke history last night because I think every time we saw Canada or whoever in the last preliminary game, whatever, if we lost to them, we lost them in the final. I mean, clearly last Olympics we haven't won. They hadn't won one since '98. The U.S. had since the inaugural one, but like they broke history finally. They probably broke that little curse they had going on.
Yeah. That was good to see them get that W. Although I didn't think we were going to win it. after the first 2 periods.
No, and I put out a Facebook post that at that point in time, we did not deserve to win this game. I was like, if the way we are playing right now, we do not deserve it. And I got a little flack from some people because we won. And I was like, hey, did you watch the game? I was like, did you watch the game? They're like, no, man, I didn't watch the game. I was like, all right, then shut the fuck up. Right?
Yeah. They waited till after the game to say something. And that's what most people will do.
Yeah. I was like, if you watch the game, I think you would agree with me. The breakout was horrible.
Mm-hmm. You're just getting pushed to the outside in the offensive zone.
The passes were shit. Everything. A lot of them were behind or off.
The power play was so bad.
Yes.
I had no idea what the
deal was. For a while, it was to have Hillary Knight swing from the outside in on a timing play to deflect. That was what it was earlier in the Olympics, in the games, and then they've moved it to just put Hillary's big self right in front.
Big self.
I mean, she's like 6'1". Everybody's taller than me. Okay, everybody's big than me. I'm only 5'5".
She's getting a Google. I don't think she's 6 feet. I don't think we had a player on the U.S. team that was over 6 feet.
I thought she was 6'1". Maybe she's 5'10".
I think she's 5'9". I think the tallest person on the U.S. team was 5'9".
I think. How dare you talk about my hypothetical wife that had never happened?
You can have Hillary Knight. Give me Alex Morgan.
Deal.
She's 5'11".
Okay.
So she is probably the tallest person.
She is the tallest person on the team.
Like head and shoulders.
Oh, come on. Stupid USA hockey website. So I gave this is that bullshit. It gave me all the men's stats, height and weight. Women, just the names.
Yep.
This is that bullshit.
It's that gender inequality. But you know what? It's rude to ask a woman her weight.
I'm not asking her.
I just wanted to be told.
Yes. I mean, you're beautiful, Hillary. You're beautiful. So are most of the women on that team.
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta be careful because I think some were like 17. I'm pretty sure like Hannah Brandt's like maybe 18. Maybe not. She's the one that has like the Korean sister.
Yeah.
That played.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she plays in college.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't think she's a freshman, at least.
Okay.
There was a time watching the game where I was getting frustrated that nobody could catch a pass.
Yeah.
And everybody was like fanning on stuff, and I was just like, and I was like, why? You're at the Olympics. Why can't you do this? This is a basic skill. And then I was like, oh yeah, all these people are
still in college.
Yeah, they're still in college. They're younger than me.
I think there was only 10 returning females. I can't name them offhand. I know the Lamoureux, Kessel, Duggan, Decker,
Knight, the other goalie.
Oh yeah, didn't even think about the other goalie. Yeah. And then I think everybody else was technically in college. Most of it was funny. Most of them, I think, 5 of them were from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Props to that recruiting program.
Well, yeah, that's one of the top ones in the country, men's and women's.
Yeah. How mad would you have been if back in the day if you had the Lamoureux sisters and they left Minnesota for North Dakota? It's like, how dare you? But I had people at work today. Kieran's really upset. I bet they are upset.
Fuck them.
Yeah. How's that feel? How does it feel?
Oh, no, this is bullshit. They brought back 14 medaled players.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I think some of them were from like 2 Olympics ago, too.
Well, they said 14 of them have multiple medals. Okay, so you bring 20 people over. I feel bad for 6 of them. The bitches that refuse, and that's what you are. I'm sorry, because everything I read online is like when like that kid from Sweden in the World Juniors, when he threw the silver medal,
and then,
like there's the other kid that refused to wear his medal.
Yeah,
they're like, "Oh, it's poor sportsmanship. You would never see that in Canada, eh?" And I was like, "Oh, you don't want to wear your medal? Oh, no." There's 6 people I feel bad for on the team. The rest of you are greedy. Okay, yeah, you wanted it. I understand. It sucked you didn't get there, but if you're gonna cry, like. I understand you went through a lot to be there, and I understand you went through a lot to even get to the Olympics. But man, you've already been to the top. It can't hurt that bad to not win it this time. All right, you got there, you got the silver. Yeah, with your first loser, if you want to look at it that way. But you know.
Yeah.
The U.S., none of those girls had medals.
Maybe they were just crying because of what Jocelyn Lambert did to them in that shootout in the last goal.
Well, yeah, you don't get to win after that. You don't get to win after you break their goal. Even if Canada had scored in the last round of the shootout, the Canadian goalie was broken.
Zabidas. I've never seen Zabidas flail around that much.
Yeah, as soon as she dropped and then she leaned one way and then you see her start leaning back, I was like, oh, she's broken. She didn't even. I didn't even think the girl sold the first move all that well. She just flinched and then the other girl was like, "Oh, shot!" Oh shit! Here it comes.
I mean, maybe it's because I'm a Caps fan, but I was like, "Oh my god! I just saw the paralyzer."
Yeah.
Matt Hendricks, eat your heart out. It looked like Brizgalov flailing around in the net. But
yeah.
Maybe there's a little controversy on my part, but I think they should have lost Poulin though. Canada, the women should have lost Poulin in that game. She's the one that dismantled Decker in front of the net.
Yeah.
They said, what is the rule? If you
make any head contact,
you're out.
Automatic major.
It was full head contact.
I don't know if it's an ejection, but I know it's a game misconduct.
But I think they count it immediately as an ejection, any hit to the head.
Mm. Yeah, there's no accidental. They don't care about intent, which I think most penalties should be. You shouldn't care about intent. It's like, well, they didn't mean to. It's not about what you meant to do. It's about what you did.
Yeah, you almost killed Brianna Decker.
And she had the cut in between her eyes.
That was from the helmet, I think, coming out, wasn't it? Probably. I mean, she had a cage on, so the only thing could be is the helmet slid down, or the mask came up and hit her.
And nicked her or something. I don't know. I don't even know how.
She should have taped it up like J.J. Watt when he had that blood, that all hit gauze running down his nose.
When I saw that happen, I was like, "Oh, you kids want to see a dead body?"
I said that at work to somebody. I was like,
it's right after it happened. I was like, "Damn, that bitch hit her with all elbow."
Yeah, you saw it too, slight chick. It wasn't way out.
And she,
it wasn't way out. Yeah, but it was definitely like a little chicken wing.
I was gonna say she definitely winged her.
Yeah. It's almost Dale Hunter-esque.
I was like, "Damn, savage."
But I mean, everybody expected Canada and US to get to that. I mean, I think
I thought it was a good game. I thought it was good tempo.
Yeah, it's just that deflection. I was like, oh come on! That first goal that Canada had, it's like in this game, I was like, come on, man. And the second one was like, yo, just such shitty coverage. Where they lost the puck. And that's when Augusta got it to Poulin coming across. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh man.
I can't remember who it was. Number 2, I remember it was her number, but
Augusta, I think.
No, for the U.S.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
After the second goal, I was like, "What are you doing? You're literally just standing in front of your own goal. You're screening her. That's all you're doing. You're not covering anybody, and you're screening."
I don't know.
And I don't feel bad about the first goal we gave up. Well, I don't feel bad for. Well, how do I phrase this? I don't blame Rooney for the first goal. She went to go catch it, and it got deflected.
Yeah.
And it got knocked off the spot she was going to catch it on, and it hit the side of her, and then it went in the net.
Lee Stecklin. It's funny. The first name I clicked on to see who it was, Lee Stecklin, is number 2 for the U.S.
Oh.
And she's also 6 feet. So she's actually taller than Hillary Knight, shockingly.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was her name? Megan Keller. She might be the tallest.
Oh, okay.
That was a big girl.
But
which I don't think she should have got called for that penalty in overtime.
Oh my god! Because it looked like whoever it was tried to kick her legs out from under her.
Yeah, she dove. And if you watch it, you can see the. I think it was was it Poulin? No, it wasn't Poulin.
It wasn't Daoud, was it?
No.
Oh my god! Not gonna lie, I thought it was Darnell Nurse's sister playing. By the way, for Canada, it's his cousin. I was like, oh, what a great family line to be in.
Yeah, they got their...
Your Uncle Donovan played in NFL, and then Darnell plays for the Edmonton Oilers, and she plays for this team. I think she plays in American college somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Keller's 5'11", by the way.
Oh, no, she looked tall. She skates up right then. Mm-hmm. It was Poulin, actually.
Okay. Even what's her face? Who was it? Keller said that tripped her. He was yelling at her, because in that replay, she clearly tries to slew foot her too.
Yeah. She was laughing as she was getting up.
Yeah.
When she got the call, she was like, "Oh no way!"
Yeah.
She dove. I mean, it's not a good look.
Yeah.
I mean, in the game, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. It's not really cheating, but it's gamesmanship.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, not gonna lie, I was like, no, not a repeat of last Olympics, because that's like we took a penalty and Poulin scored on that like wide open like 4-on-3 on like the left side. I was like, God darn.
It was like early on in the game. I was like, man, the U.S. is getting away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the game, I was like, man, Canada's getting away with a lot of stuff.
Well, you knew it was only a matter of time before Canada started getting the calls. I mean, like, we got a lot in the beginning, and we didn't make any usage of those power plays, except the one where Hannah tipped it. Hillary tipped it in front.
Our power play was so... no one ever moved when they got the puck.
No, and
no one moved when they didn't have the puck.
Well, you and I were talking about this a while before we started this, but like, I don't know why they didn't put Duggan and the Lamoureux sisters out on the power play until like the end of the game.
Yeah.
It's like they were the ones causing all the damage against Canada.
They were beating Canada at their own game.
Yeah.
But, play them the least amount of minutes, keep putting Decker out there after she got murdered, and like her line couldn't establish any kind of like possession.
Yeah.
And Hillary Knight's line couldn't get out of their own zone, and it just looked like poor line management. It looked, I don't think we saw the fourth line after the second period.
Well,
and we only saw them once in the first and second.
Well, I know who we didn't see at all. Well, maybe they did for like 20 seconds. Did not see Rockville's finest. I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Haley Skruba or something.
Yeah. Skarupa.
Yeah. No, I've seen her play. She's really good.
I've never seen her play, but I was looking at her time. She averaged, and it might be just because she's the youngest or whatever.
Yeah, she's the new kid on the block.
Yeah, she only averaged. It didn't even average. I mean, she had 27 seconds in that gold medal game. The game before that against Slovakia, she only had 2 minutes, like 2 minutes 30 seconds, and then it was like 4, and then it was like 6 and 6 or something like that.
Yeah,
it wasn't a lot.
They clearly only rolled 3 lines.
Oh yeah, they cut the bench down a lot.
Yeah,
in that last game. They're like, I'm sorry, I know you're here, but
you play to win the game.
Not everybody needs to play. Right?
Yeah.
This isn't a little league game.
Right, this is the Olympics. If you were better, you'd play.
I was gonna say this is where the big boys play, but I was like, actually, the big boys didn't play for the U.S. The women played.
Literally, physically, the big boys didn't play.
Yes, not at all. No, the women use their beach ball sized lady nuts.
That's right.
But I'm happy. I'm happy. It's good to finally be able to hold something over Canada again for once.
Yeah, we had the World Juniors last year.
Well, that's the thing. It's funny. Like the U.S. women have beaten them in like those little mini cups or whatever and shit like that, and like world championships we have. But we just never have. I mean, until like '98. But like '98, we were all like little. I was still in high school. I was just getting into high school in '98.
Man, you're old.
Were you even a thought back then?
98. I was in elementary
you were 10.
school.
You were 10.
Yeah, elementary.
Yeah.
Old.
Yeah, you're a little tiny.
1 foot in the grave right now. Let's look at you.
Almost 33. There's 1 foot in the grave. Oh my God! If you do not turn that ringer off,
it's not ringing.
Whatever. You know what I mean? The whole world isn't. You get text messages.
It's only when I do this. Like my phone won't ring. My phone will only ring when I'm like doing something. When I'm at home not doing anything, it's literally silent, and it's like nobody wants to talk, and it's really nice.
Yeah. Well, back to the women's thing. I heard this was Hillary Knight's last Olympics too. I mean, she's probably almost 30.
They said this is like her swan song. But,
yeah,
she's been at the last 3, so it's
the last 12 years, and so she She probably was there when she was 18, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
So that's
Poulin's been there since fucking '98.
Is she really?
Yeah, I'm like Jesus fucking Christ, woman.
I mean,
like this is probably her last one.
And I don't know. I mean, if Augusta stays healthy for Canada, I'm saying come back. That chick is diesel.
Yeah.
Like she could skate and she plays defense. And there was the first game against the U.S. and Canada. She got 2 roughing penalties for like elbowing people in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you go.
Prison house rules.
She's got that cop mentality. That's why. I don't have to answer to anybody.
Spread your cheeks and lift your sack.
Just come out with your hands up and your pants down.
That's right.
But it was fun. Now I don't have to watch anything else anymore. My wife can not get mad at me for being awake in the middle of the night. I got a call the other night. She was like at 1:30. Why are you still awake? It's like, it's a gold medal game, hon. Can't. It's like the World Series. Like if it was World Series in the 12th inning, it's 2 a.m. or whatever for some godforsaken reason. In like a team we like, or the Cubs, or like the Orioles, or Nationals, whoever's in it, I'm gonna stay up and watch it.
Yeah. Sometimes you go to work the next day tired.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do. It's funny because all this ringing is about this game, and there hasn't been any stat change. There hasn't been a lead change. There hasn't been anything. Come see like the Andre Burakovsky get his goal or something. It's like, no, I'm good.
But now, well, at least that we're watching, I mean, you can't string any wins together, man. Every time with Caps.
It happens every year. We come out of the All-Star break like dead.
Yeah. It just, oof, it was almost a goal.
How do they do the bye weeks now? Because I think they changed it from last year. I think the whole Metro went on like, or half of the Metro went on like a bye week.
Well, I know,
like half of the Atlantic.
I know we don't have any more than like 2 days off, I think, the rest of the year.
Good. That's how you establish a rhythm.
Yeah, I think.
It doesn't look like a good rhythm right now, but you know, the only way to change it up is to keep playing.
I mean, yeah, we play Saturday against Buffalo, and then we play Monday and Tuesday, Columbus and Ottawa. But who knows that Erik Karlsson might not even be there. But that's something we're talking about in a little bit. But that 7-1 loss to Chicago. It's like, oh, come on, man. But,
yeah.
And then you got Devontae Simpelli getting like verbally abused in the like penalty box.
Yeah, I mean, it's just insult. It's insult to injury, but it's
yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know if you happen to look at any posts for the podcast I made recent, but I did mention that Chicago team we played in Toronto. Like they were all over you for wearing those pink laces.
No, were they?
Remember, didn't they call you like a faggot like 7 times?
Oh, I was trying to think of which one. I had no good experience against playing either of the Chicago teams. It was like an A team versus like a C team the last time.
Well, the first game we went up was like it was pretty even talent wise. I think we tied that game, but they were like all over you.
Yeah, they were just like shit talking. And I was literally laughing at the guy.
Not that I mind shit talking, but it was just funny. Like I think that one dude called you a faggot like 7 times.
Yeah. Oh, so then I was like, "What are you doing after the game, big boy?" I was like, "You want to hang out, get a drink, see where the night takes us?" And he's like, and I mean, like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, you called me a faggot. I never suck dick. Lose my mind over that shit.
Yeah.
It's a fucking adult league game. Who cares? Came out all the way to Canada for it. Yeah, because, you know, you spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
Don't care.
What am I supposed to do? Get so mad?
Yeah, like I don't get like the rage in like adult league unless someone's like beating you up, and I mean like beating you up. You're wearing a lot of pads.
Yeah,
I had the dude two-hand me across the shins, and he goes, "How'd you like that?" I'm wearing pads, you dumbass. And pads covered by like the thickest, wooliest socks. I didn't feel that. What do you think about that? I don't. I don't care. You lost the puck, didn't you? So concerned about me, you're not playing defense.
But yeah. We're up 2-1. We were talking earlier today about like Burakovsky not shooting earlier in the game. Just like he was on like a mini breakaway coming up the right side, and I think he just passed it. Nobody was like, put the shot on net. Like I wish I could just have Alan May all the time instead of like not my mind Locker or Beninati, but Alan May just says the truth. He's like Brian Mitchell for hockey.
Yeah,
I like it. ILAICH like it. But I don't know. It just worries me when I see that we get scored on in the first 5 minutes of every game. The last like 7 games almost.
Well, we always come out flat-footed.
Yeah. I
don't understand why you can't just come out and skate hard, but it just seems like we never do. And I'd say, you know, it's hard to get started. Every other team can do it.
Just not us.
Or maybe we're not warming up right. I don't know. Maybe we got to do that the Wisconsin drill where everyone starts off in the corners and you pass it out. And then
my God.
I don't know. Maybe something's got to change.
The drill's so annoying.
I mean,
I prefer to what we do. Like if you're in net, and we all just line essentially like in a big circle.
Yeah, but then
like
are you warming up?
Yeah, you're warming up. You're moving side to side.
Yeah, I'm warming up because I'm in net.
Yeah.
Are the rest of you warming up? Or are you just standing there?
No, I am.
Lazy. And that's why you can't skate in the beginning of the game. Settled. Change the shit. Change the name to win a game. DC. Redskins.
Calm down, Shakespeare. Okay. But I don't know. We'll see how this everything shakes out coming to the deadline. People being sat out of games already, and whatnot. But I mean, we'll see how they go. What are we in second in the division now?
Yeah,
we fall back out to Pittsburgh.
Well, Pittsburgh, they're trending the right way right now.
Oh yeah, it's the perfect time for a flu bug.
Mm-hmm. Maybe staph infection.
Oof, chronic staph maybe.
Yeah,
maybe the gonosyphilis. Huh. But
they all have syphilis. Like giving it to each other?
No, it's just Crosby giving it to everybody, or receiving it from everybody.
All of the above.
Yes, but one thing I wanted to definitely talk to you about. I mean, this Caps are going on. It's not like this game essentially, but not what I mean. But like in general, but is movements. So I know the Caps made 2 trades though. This year they're minor trades. You know, we gave up picks. I don't know.
Low round picks too.
We gave a third for one of them,
It doesn't matter. I mean,
we had 2/3 in that one, I think, right?
We might.
Yeah.
But you know, third round pick's nothing guaranteed. This isn't football.
Yeah.
And you won't even see a third round pick for like the next 4 years, anyways. That's if you're lucky.
He would have to be like somehow have like the best camp of his life. I feel like.
Yeah.
To be for a third rounder.
You almost, unless they're the first round pick, you almost never see anybody out of your draft the first year.
Yeah.
Second year, you know, there's always got to be development. You might see another player, but you largely have to wait like 3 years.
Well, if you're in Trotz's system, especially, isn't Trotz a big proponent of the AHL?
Yeah.
Like he sent Philip Forsberg down too for a bit.
Well, I mean,
not that it didn't help Philip Forsberg at all either. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't mind. I agree that everybody should be like play some kind of like minor league or some kind of developmental style where you play against grown men before you come to the NHL. Because it's like, yeah, you dominated juniors, but you know, everyone's like half the league is like 16, 17. You know, you got to play against grown men. You got to get used to physicality. So, you know, the AHL, I believe, is good. And, you know, at the end of rookie years, a lot of rookies wear down and they slow down, you know.
Yeah. We're just looking at what we just saw. And the thing was like, is Oshie looks like he's back in St. Louis. I know you said it's because you think he's gotten paid, so now he's...
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens. Just, you get paid, and so now I don't have to put in the extra effort.
Don't be a Hainsworth.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I don't think Hainsworth was as bad as everyone thinks he was.
No, he just had bad moments.
Like he had some real bad moments.
Like that laying down one where Andre Carter ran up to him and yelled at him. Yeah. Ran off. But is there anybody... I think I asked my brother this, and I may have asked you before, but I just know we're approaching closer, and you have, I think, talked to anybody, but do you think we should get rid of like Burakovsky possibly? Or would you think it was just like a thing like you just said? Maybe you're like, but
I want him to be good, but I don't see anything changing in his game since like last year, and like maybe it's because he's been hurt, but he's always getting hurt. Yeah, he keeps breaking his hand
or wrist.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's just going to be injury prone. But, you know, he passes the eye test when he plays most of the time, but there's no numbers to go off of it. And so maybe if somebody gives you the right offer, I do think we need to pick up forward help, though. We keep getting these depth defensemen, and I don't really think defenseman's the issue. I mean, yeah, we're getting scored on and stuff, but, like, we don't establish possession for very long, and we don't have any, like... We don't have a lot of threats to score secondary-wise.
Yeah.
Like, Verana's been scratched. I mean, they're flopping, like, Smith-Pelly and Connolly as healthy scratches. It's like,
Chason's also. I think he's been out the last couple games, so they've let Smith Pelly stay in.
Yeah, it's like I know they have these are like utility type players. Like Conley adds nothing defensively or like possession wise. He's a good shot though. He's got like double-digit goals this year. Smith Pelly's better defensively, but his offense is very limited and basic. I like Chason actually.
I don't mind him.
He just seems to take like bad penalties. Oh, Orloff, that hurts.
Hey, look like Matt.
Oh man, I wish that game was at Rockville so I could have recorded that. But I think we need a forward who can play middle 6 minutes.
We should have money for that. Though.
Yeah, but we would in turn flip one of our forwards, and maybe I guess we flip one of these defensemen since we picked up 2 defensemen. Yeah. You're not going to come in with 8 defensemen, like waive both of them.
Well, we lost Chorney, so that was like a little bit of money because we still have to pay half his salary, right? So does he get picked up by Columbus?
Yeah. But yeah, no, we still have 8 defensemen on roster. So I'm thinking they're going to try and move one of them. The one with the most value is either Bowery or Jews. But if it's me, still, I say this every time, call Arizona, just get bent over the barrel and trade the Morpic.
Save us some money.
Yep.
Hey.
Gotta pay people.
Yep. Or make some ridiculous trade and steal Erik Karlsson.
But we're going to have to take Bobby Ryan. Then we got to find a lot of money.
Shit. Now we have to give up 3 forwards that make money for Bobby Ryan. Did he hurt, though?
Bobby Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he's been hurt this year, but he's not been producing like he did in Anaheim. He played with, like, Getzlaf and...
Perry? Was it?
Yeah.
He was there for a little bit of Perry.
Well, Perry and Getzlaf were there together the whole time.
Yeah.
There was just...
Didn't they have Bonino on that? Was Bonino on that team, too, back then?
Yeah. I don't know if Bonino was much of a thing back then, though.
Yeah. But... I don't know, I've been hearing some trades. I've been hearing, McDonough. I've heard words about McDonough. I was like, God, didn't y'all just get rid of Girardi and give McDonough a big contract?
Yeah. The Rangers are in full sell mode, which is weird because they're only like 6 points out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
I guess if you don't think you're going to win the cup, then, what's the point of buying?
Yeah. Well, it was just weird to see. It was like...
Ottawa's also in sell mode, obviously. Talked about Erik Karlsson.
Yeah, and then, the Bobby Ryan going. I mean, maybe throw some other for Hoffman or something. Or
I wouldn't mind Hoffman. Hoffman would be a good one to me.
Yeah.
Hoffman at least is good in the offensive zone as opposed to... Now, he's mainly a trigger man, but he's more than just shooting. He can cycle the puck and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not a ton of selling. Florida's selling.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Would you take Trocheck or whatever out of there?
I would, but like what you'd have to give up to get him is probably more than I'd want to. I know. Florida confuses me. I don't know what the hell they're doing, like management wise. Like they just let Marchessault go, like get claimed off like the draft, the expansion draft, after he just led their team in goals with 30. I was like, you're just not going to protect the 30 goal scorer.
I mean, look what William Karlsson's doing, and he left Columbus, didn't he?
Well, yeah, everyone's thriving in Vegas. They picked up Carpenter off waivers from San Jose. He had like 7 goals in his career, in his like 100-something games with San Jose, and in Vegas he's got 6 goals in like 3 games.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
What is in the air in Las Vegas?
Yeah, it's the nightlife. They never stop.
It is literally the city that never sleeps out there.
Yeah, Mrazek's already been flipped.
Vetrano got traded.
Derek Fair.
So
Toronto traded Eric Fair?
No, Vetrano.
Oh.
Like Frank Vetrano.
Yeah.
Bruins forward, and They traded to Florida, so I guess he's not here at this game yet. Then, yeah, because he got traded today.
I was gonna say, Phaneuf already got traded and already matched his goal total for the year in Ottawa.
That puck didn't even leave the ice.
Yeah. Gabrick has already been flipped.
Yeah. In
that trade to Tobias Ryder got flipped for Darcy Cooper. Trying to think of what else.
The McDonough one just seems like a crazy thing. Like, I'd love to have McDonough, but it's too much money. We don't have any money. That's the whole problem with Washington here. We don't have any money.
Yeah, well, we bought in for... I still don't understand, like, why we gave Oshie so much money and tenure.
Yeah.
Like, the tenure is really what baffles me. It's like, you can't even, like, buy him out. Mm-mm. Or, like, you can't even do... Like, he can't retire and we save money. If he retires in, like, 2 years, we still have to pay him the whole thing, and he's on our salary cap for the whole thing.
Oh, isn't that what Nylander did to us, essentially, somehow?
No, we forced Nylander into retirement.
Yeah, but I mean, like, didn't we still have to pay him?
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I think if the contract takes you over 35, the whole thing's guaranteed. 8 years. What the fuck? You don't sign any professional athlete that long.
I mean, they signed Ovi after his rookie contract.
Yeah, well, he was like a
franchise player.
Yeah, he's a franchise player, and like he's not even 20 years old. I mean, that makes some sense. You signed a 30-year-old forward for 8 years. How much? Yeah, they're like, yeah, he's trending upwards. He's 30 years old. How much more trending upwards do you think he's got? How many more hits do you think he's going to take? It takes one injury to fuck him up.
So it's not, is it bad that the last couple of years it's been him hitting somebody else? Like he initiates the hit, is what's hurting himself?
I mean, it was the same thing in St. Louis.
I think it's the shoulder or something.
Yeah. I mean, tries to play physically, and, he's a strong guy and everything. He's just not the most durable.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, but I would never give someone like him that much time. And everybody who's a goddamn Cavs fan who's like, oh, you gotta lock up Oshie. It was like, he's 50 points. I mean, like, 50. Now, granted, he had like 70 on the year we signed him, but that was more the anomaly than it was the regular. And he was playing with Ovi and Backstrom the whole time, and it's like, yeah.
And he got a shitload of goals on the power play too.
Yeah, if you're competent, you'll put up those points playing with those two.
Yeah.
It's just I didn't see the justification in it. He's 30 years old. It's the first time he's put up first line player type points.
Yeah.
And I think that's gonna end up it hurts now, but it's really gonna hurt later. Just like Orpik's is really hurting right now.
Yeah, and we have another year of it, technically.
Yeah. It just looks like there's no, like, foresight.
I mean, we were hoping GM would be better. He's slightly better.
It's all the same shit to me. It's just poor cap management. At least GM didn't lock up anyone, like, super long-term. He'd make you play for it.
He was never about big contracts, because who else wanted to play here? But he wanted a big contract, and we're like, yeah, we're not giving it to you. I forget who it was.
Seven?
Was it Seven? I thought it was something that was like he's like the money. We have the money, but we don't have the years. Like somebody wanted years, so we didn't keep him.
Yeah, it was Seven.
Okay.
We gave him like the 1 year contract, like 2 years, and then he was like, no, I'm not doing this again. All right, bye. I know who you are. I drafted you.
You disappear in like the end of the season in playoffs. You
have the best of Januaries and then the worst of Februaries and the quietest of Marches.
It's like a horrible calendar.
Mm-hmm.
His April is all showers of woe.
I was talking to Sean a couple years ago, and I was like, man, because Toronto was always like on this like the selling names.
Oh yeah.
I was like, we should get Grabowski. We should get Grabowski as that second line center. And then he was like, man, that's going to be the best January team in the end. Him and Semin on a line together, they're going to put up 40 points between the two of them, and then they're going to go cold the rest of the year.
He did. He was good for. Oh Jesus, he was good for a bit.
Yeah.
Did you remember that play where he picked the puck up and threw it at the goal?
Yeah.
He threw it from behind. He hit the crossbar, and the rest didn't see it at all.
Yeah.
Oh, good times. Those are good times.
There were times. They were they weren't really the best of times, but they were followed by the worst of times.
But we'll see. I'm looking forward to Tuesday's podcast when we do it.
Yeah, the
deadline day. It'll be all done. Only thing else left will be waiver moves.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be able to dissect it some more and see where the Caps stand.
Well, I mean, everybody's like, it'll be fun. Just about everyone's on the block this year.
Yeah.
Pacioretty, there's trade rumors surrounding him. Oh yeah, he's about to be a free agent.
Oh.
And 5-time 30-goal scorer. Yeah.
Montreal's
a dumpster fire.
How much money though?
I don't think he makes all that much. He might be in the $5 million range.
Yeah.
McDonough, obviously, we talked about Bobby Ryan. Bobby Ryan makes ass ton. He's 7.25 a year. Jeff Skinner, I'm reading here.
I would not want Jeff Skinner.
Really?
No.
I would love Jeff Skinner.
Really? I cannot stand Jeff Skinner.
Really?
Yes.
Is he a cap killer?
No, he's not a cap killer. Eric Stahl is a cap killer. Jeff Skinner isn't a cap killer. He just disappears. He just seems like he's a concussion case, and then B, it just seems like he fades. Well, the whole team sees.
He's hardly ever played with competent people with him, but
I'd take Sebastian Aho if they're selling.
Well, I mean that's the future.
Selling.
But
what did you take Dalbec? The defense. We don't need defense.
Dalbec
or Juris. Juris a forward down there.
Josh Jers, no.
Yeah.
If we wanted either of them, we would have claimed them on waivers.
True.
And granted, they're doing a lot better in Carolina. Sometimes it's just about the right fit, but Jeff Skinner's only 25. He's a 4-time 30-goal scorer. I mean, I would take him.
This is me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. No.
Somebody to put with Kuzi.
Hey, that way Orlov wouldn't be able to fight him.
Yeah.
Or try to fight him.
I think Jeff Skinner's good.
All right, okay. So if you were going to go a possible Jeff Skinner, who would you trade? Would you give him Burakovsky for him?
I would make that trade. Burakovsky and what, do we have any prospects? A minor league prospect and maybe a draft pick. I would make that
Would
move.
you give up Lucas Johansson for him?
No. Which I'm hoping he's ready to play in 2 years.
Yeah.
Including this year. This year to get ready. He's in the minor. Is he in the Hershey or is he in? I think he's Red Deer.
I'll tell you in a second.
But 1 year to get ready in the minors, if that's all he needs, and then another year to burn up Orpik's contract.
Or unless somehow we move Orpik, because this whole bullshit is we're keeping him for his locker room experience. Oh
Shut
my
the hell up! He didn't lead us to nothing.
like this. Oh my god.
Chicago's
oh my
selling.
god, Holtby. God damn it, man. It's a short angle goal. Should have been stopped. It wasn't square at all. Fuck, man. Shit's horrible to watch. Sometimes.
Bukestad.
Here we go. Hold on. You could Lucas Johansson.
Or maybe an Isimov. Somebody who's
Those Hershey Bears.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. Look at this. On the short side, coming on the left side, right through fucking, and then did Trocheck touch that?
It looked like he got deflected or tipped in.
Oh, Bukestad got it.
Yeah.
It was Bukestad in front. Oh,
yeah. I'm not blaming Holtby.
Okay, sorry.
Kempe.
Sorry,
Kempe's outmatched there.
Sorry, the original angle looked like it was straight short side. So I take it back, Holtby. I take it back. Sorry.
Kempney's he gives up about like 6 inches on him.
All right.
Thomas Volcanics wouldn't be.
We get the turtleneck.
Yeah, I mean, I think is he at the last year of that contract?
I don't know. Didn't he make a lot of money?
He did make a lot of money. He made a lot of money from them.
Would you take?
Pacioretty makes 4.5 a year, by the way.
Would you take Alex Galchenyuk?
I don't really know too much about him. I never really looked at him as like a top 6 forward.
Yeah, I think he had some promise when he came out of the World Junior Camp for US, but I don't think he ever fully blossomed.
His career high is 56 points, and that was 3 years ago.
Okay.
And he's been trending. Well, he's having a decent year. He's got 34 points right now. He's minus 27. All right, that's either bad luck or bad play in his own zone.
Yeah.
But you know what he is? He's Burakovsky. He's somebody who passes the eye test. Somebody you want to be good. And he's just when he doesn't do good, it's because when his numbers aren't good, it's because he's hurt. It's I already got one of those. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to move one of those to get something that's a little surer.
Ugh.
JP Pajot or JG Jean Gabriel Pajot. I would take from Ottawa though.
Oh, he was the one. He had like 4 or 5 goals last year.
Oh, he is a playoff monster.
And that's what you need, yeah.
Yeah. Regular season's like his career high might be like 30 points, but like he's an animal in the playoffs, and I need a dog that's gonna fight.
Oh, that was a quick whistle. Yeah, we need playoff help. If we get to playoffs, everybody starts to fade except Ovi in the playoffs.
So,
I don't know. Lucas is 20 now.
It's been 2 years since we drafted him.
I think he must have got taller. I don't remember him being 6'2". He's like 6'2", 183 right now.
He might have. I don't know. Like, I'm not a doctor or anything. I don't know when guys stop growing. That was Pajot's career high is 43 points. Mm-hmm. Good for him.
Yeah.
I would totally take him. Put him on that third line with Eller and whoever the fuck you're forcing Eller to play with that's not keeping up with him. Eller is balling out this year.
Oh yeah. Eller just got paid too though. Yep. Eller's like, no, I'm gonna work for this.
No, he's European. He's got a work ethic.
He's a Dane, isn't he?
Yep. He's a Danish twat.
It's super blonde hair.
Yeah. I don't know if he lost weight or something. All this talk about Ovi losing weight. No, I don't know. Eller had to lose something or whatever because he is flying.
Yeah, what was that? Yeah. It's funny. Like, isn't it career high in goals this year?
Could be. I mean, passes the eye test. Like he looked like he would.
Is it bad? All I remember from him before was him getting destroyed in the playoffs. That like suicide pass he received.
Yep.
They were playing Ottawa, wasn't it? I think Canadians were playing Ottawa, and somebody threw him a pass, and Cowan destroyed him. I think.
Yeah. Bartkowski or something. Bartkowski or whatever. Big guy. He's like 6'5" or something. But like it was just suicide. And it's like
Eller's nose was all bloody.
Yeah, it was like he's dead. And it's like they immediately go to fight him, and it's like, I mean, dude,
you know who tried to fight him? I think it was Galchenyuk.
Yeah. I was like, no, man, you don't want none of that. And like, really, the camera should be zoomed. It should be panning from Eller to whoever sent him that pass.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah. He drew a penalty. Good for him.
No, he took a penalty.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah, he said a pick. A moving pick. Can't do that.
Right, of course, 41 seconds before intermission.
To go to overtime. Yeah, because we can't just close out a game. I mean,
we gotta steal all the points we can, man.
Well, we gotta give up as many points as we can.
But I'm gonna now. It's getting late. We're gonna watch the rest of the game real quick, and then everybody's gotta go to work. But can't wait till next week, though, Mikey.
Wow, Bobby Ryan's not 30 yet.
Is he not really 30?
No, he's 29.
Jesus. Do you know the details for Pizer's show tomorrow?
Pizer's show tomorrow. It is tomorrow. It is.
So tomorrow would be the 23rd of January. 23rd of February, by the way.
January, February.
March, April, May.
Yeah.
23rd of February at the... What is in Baltimore?
It is the...
Metro Gallery?
Is it Metro Gallery?
Yeah, I think so.
I think Metro Gallery is DC, isn't it?
Whatever. It's a gallery.
Oh, all right, I got the event right here. Okay, it's at Metro Gallery. No, you're right. 1700 North Charles Street, Baltimore, Maryland, 21201. There we go.
I think $10. Oh, good.
$10? Yeah, I think it's $10.
$10 tickets if you buy online. 15, $17 at the door. Band is Locust Sound. I think they're going on like 10 something. Y'all should check them out.
They're headlining.
Oh, they are headlining now? Pizer told me they were like second to last.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I don't know. I said 10 o'clock sounds late, so I thought, oh, maybe they're headlining.
No. That's for old people. Old people think it's late. You're not that. But let's get out of here. Had fun. Always a pleasure. Can't wait to see your ugly face next week. Ben knows best. Don't text to drive. And we're out.